Hey guys, hi, Brenda Hillard here at createwithbrenda.com. I am doing just a pop-up surprise Facebook Live. If you follow my Facebook page, you saw that I got my paper pumpkin on Saturday, and you get all excited and that warm, tingly feeling, and you can't wait to open up your package. Well, so I did. And Saturday night, I was like, I want more of these die cuts. And so today, I have a fun little thing to show you. Now, I don't want to ruin your surprise. So if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and you love the element of surprise in opening your box, you're going to want to shut this off and you can come back and watch it once you receive your kit. But because I am going to show you some pieces and some of the stuff inside the box. So, fair warning. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip down to my workstation. And just a quick note, if you would like to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, I would love, love, love to help you and answer any questions you might have. I'll put a link down below that you can, a subscribe button that you can click and I'll add the link to Facebook. So let's get started with the fun stuff, okay? All right, here we are. I'm going to get rid of my Create with Brenda. Well, I thought I was. Let's see if I can get there. Now we have more room. The other thing too is if you do subscribe or do a prepaid to Paper Pumpkin, please use my monthly host code, which is right up here. And as long as your order is under $150, use the host code. That way I can get credits on, I don't want to say smaller orders, but orders that are under $150. I can get some credits when I add them all together with my workshop, which then allows me to pass them on to you as maybe they're just giveaways on my Create with Brenda Crafters page, because you know every month I do the hashtag and then I randomly choose. I think this month there's 3 lucky winners over there just for posting your creations for the month. So check that out. All right. Here it is, this beautiful box. I don't know if the colors are really showing up as well as they do for reels, but I don't know, this, even the box is just inspiring. When I opened it up, there was this beautiful gold metallic tissue paper, which I'm saving because I'm pretty sure I can use it for something. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to move the box off to the side. But seriously, you guys, this box was the inspiration for what I'm going to show you today. All right, so inside we have our instructions, right? This is the 10-year celebration of Paper Pumpkin. So we not only got just one stamp set, we got 2. And the ink spot that was in the kit is the polished pink. So that's fun. But here are some of the dies. And just look at these. I'm going to get a piece of white cardstock. Just give me 1 second. I've got one right here ready, because we're going to use that to do our little project. But can you see how beautiful these are with the little bit of gold? And it's got Coastal Cabana. There is Orchid Oasis, polished pink. And I think there might even be just a little bit of fresh freesia. But so we get these die cuts in the kit. And can you see that beautiful gold like foiling on there, leafing? Then there's these leaves that are Coastal Cabana. Here's another of the die cuts. And then there's this fern looking thing that has these little tiny gold dots on there. I love this. And then there's, of course, the big piece for the one card. The stamp set is amazing. So here's one. This is our bonus stamp set in there, you guys. And there's this great big happy, and then it's got happy spring, happy Easter, happy anniversary, happy to call you friend, a little planter pot, some sprinkles. I love this. And then, of course, these, I think they look like Easter lilies. So, and I do have a couple samples to show you at the end. And then here's the actual stamp set with the kit. And I really love this. It's to a wonderful mother. Here's to another year of growth. Sending all our love to an incredible woman. This beautiful sprig, and I'll show you a card I did with that. You deserve the best. I just love it. And there's birthday. So, I mean, talk about like all occasion. It's right here. It's awesome. All right. So, let's get rid of my little box. And of course, with Paper Pumpkin, you always get the step-by-step instructions, right? Tells you which to use, dimensionals, glue dots, what to stamp, and it's always the same color because there's just usually, well, I shouldn't say that. There has been a couple of times where there were a couple of different colors in the kit. But anyway, I'll show you the samples that I have been able to put together. So one of each. So I have this one with the window, and it says to an incredible woman, and you just put all these fun little green leafy pieces in the pots. Isn't that fun? And then there's this one that has the big colorful piece in the back. There's a pot with the flowers. Happy birthday. And this has like gold metallic foiling on the card base. Look at these envelopes. Aren't they great? Again, the greens, the colors I just spoke about. And then there's this one with the bookshelf and the potted plant. Love it. So here they've started doing this, and I love it. They kind of give you step-by-step instructions for an alternate card. Now, you can see that they're saying, you know, on a crumb cake base to stamp the fern image repeatedly. Stamp the flower pot, and then cut it out with the deckled rectangles. Stamp the sentiment. It says stamp the sentiment on shimmery white cardstock and fussy cut the happy image. And then on the card base, lay die cut ferns from the kit. Well, I feel like we should have had 4 extra sheets of those beautiful die cuts because they're gorgeous. So let me show you what I've done here. All right. You've all seen this before. It's old. I have to stand up for this, so hopefully, and I'm going to take my pink sweater off because this can be a little messy. Look at gloves going in. Got my gloves on. And I didn't even check to make sure that everything came up like we were hoping for with Facebook. So let me just do a quick check in there, make sure that it popped in. It did. It looks like it might be a little bit laggy, but if it's too painful to watch, know that I will upload it to my YouTube channel, and I will include that link on this post as well as the subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Okay, here we go. Oh, I know you're gonna know this when you see it, but it made the most beautiful paper. Do you see this? Dollar store shaving cream. All right. And you guys, I was doing this Saturday night. It was just like, I can't wait to try this. So here goes. I'm going to spray the shaving cream onto a paper plate with a rim. All right. There's that. Then I'm going to take just a plastic spoon and kind of level this out, spread it out a little bit. And you don't need a lot, but you need enough so that it covers the plate and that you're going to be able to push your paper down in there, okay? So there's that. Then, you know, we have all these re-inkers, right? So what I did is I looked up on, I can see we have people on, but I can't see who's on. So on the very back here, it tells you Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Orchid Oasis, Polished Pink, Shaded Spruce, and then a gold foil. All right, wait for it. Okay, I want some more greens, and I'll show you the other ones that I've done. But here is, I'm going to do some drops of Shaded Spruce. Okay. And then I'm going to add in some Orchid Oasis. Okay. And what else do I want? I'm going to do a little bit of pink. Just a little here and there, not a lot. Okay. And which one? I haven't done the Coastal Cabana. Let's get a couple of those in there too. All right. So now I just have my shaving cream pie with a bunch of spots on it, right? And then I'm going to take this, I don't know, it's like an hors d'oeuvre skewer. And I'm just going to go kind of crazy in here, doing some back and forths, kind of like the baristas do with the cream in our fancy coffees, right? Now you don't want to really like stir, but you do want to make designs. So just kind of back and forth. I suppose if you wanted, you could use like a butter knife in this too. That would work. But like I said, I was hoping to be able to make some more greens. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Not to eat. Don't eat it. Ugh. All right. So I'm going to put my toothpick over there, or my appetizer pick. And now I've got just some plain cardstock. Okay. It's not glossy. It's not shimmery. It's not any of the above. I'm going to drop it on there. I'm going to push it in to my shaving cream. Don't worry about the back. It's okay, because it's not going to show. We're going to lift it up, and I kind of missed in the middle right there, so I can put it back down and do a dab. The dab. One more right there. And now I'm pretty much covered with shaving cream. Okay? So now is what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper towel. I'm going to put this down. And then, you know these chipboard pieces that come in our paper pumpkins every month? I just cut one in half, and I can scrape across to take off the excess. And look at my pretty paper. It's dark, but check it out. I'm going to put it over to the side, and I'm going to just let that have a little bit to dry. I do have some dry ones. We aren't going to wait for that to happen. And now that I have this here, I'm going to put just a couple more, few little drops on there I'm going to take the handle and smooth it out again. Now you can see we're kind of getting a really big mix in there, which it's okay. It's not perfect. That's not ideal, but we'll make this work. All right, shaving cream hands. I'm going to take my paper. I'm pushing it in again and just making sure that I get shaving cream on the whole thing. Pretty much. One little spot over here. All right, good. I'm going to lay it down. And again, I can take the other edge on my piece and look at that. Isn't that pretty? I know, you're like, whatever, but wait till you see these. All right, I'm just going to wipe this off so I don't have a giant mess. And then this part, I can just toss. All right, so let's stop there for now with this. I'm going to bring this back in just so you can see the box, right? Because it's good. And I got a little bit of ink on me, but it's not bad. So let me show you what I've got going on here. Here's some that I did the other night, and of course these have had time to dry. Okay, some of them are more purpley, some of them are more pink. Look at this one that has the nice swirl of green. These are great for backgrounds, you guys, and perfect for Easter, right? Cut some ovals out of there and make them into Easter eggs. I love this. But now let's show you what I've got going on with this. I'm going to take that one just because it's easy. And I'm moving my shaving cream because I know that I will get into it if I don't. And I'm going to bring in the boss. Bringing in the boss. And I want to show you some of the dies I found that I thought worked really well and were very close in shape and size to what's in the box. All right, so remember how I showed you this piece from the kit, right? It was this purple color. All right, so let's bring in our sheets. Whoopsie. Let's bring in our sheets, and I'm just going to lay that down right on my cutting plate here. And check out this shape that comes from the Forever Flourishes dies. All right, wait till you see this. Where is my other cutting plate? Right here. I'm going to cut. And remember, there has to be some drying time with these. But look at you guys. I mean, pretty close, right? Maybe that's not the one I don't know. I had a bunch of stuff in there, but how good is that? I'll show you a couple of cards that I've done using these. So there's that one. And again, that was from the Forever Flourishing dies. There's another one and I'm looking for one with more of the greens, and of course ours aren't dry yet. But check out the dies in the Poppy Moments dies. and they're in the annual catalog. There's 2 of them that look like this. Now, I cut those out of my green paper from Saturday. So let's just do this for example, because this is still dry. I'm just going to lay that, and again, this is from the Poppy Moments dies. So if you have those, dig them out because you're going to want them. Wait till you see this. Look at how gorgeous is that? All right. And then I took these 2 and we're bouncing around, but these again are from the Forever Flourishes dies, and just used a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock, laid that down. Okay, let's put our dies on here. Wait till you see this. Laying them down, running them through. And I can see I've got people falling off because this is not a very good transmission on Facebook. So for that, I apologize, but I can't help the internet. Okay, taking this out. I'm gonna just move this off to the side. And look at how pretty are these, right? If you're out there, comment, because I'm going to be sending a card out. All right, and then there's this one. So those are very, very close to this, right? Leafy. All right, let me show you what I've got going on with these now. So remember in the beginning how I showed you they had the gold leafing on them? Well, we too can make our gold leafing. Are you ready? Here goes. As I get shaving cream all over me. The only thing I will say about shaving cream is it smells really good, and it reminds me of my dad. So it's pretty fragrant down here. I suppose if you wanted to, you could get unscented, but all right. So here's our pieces. Now, I will admit, my fine tipped glue pencil is not a Stampin' Up product, but Stampin' Up doesn't sell them, so there isn't anything I could do differently about that. But they look like this. They're the Quickie glue pens. And then I have a box, and you've seen this before, of the gilded leafing, or gilded leaf as they call it. So is what we can do is just like in the kit, I can take my glue pen, and as all I'm doing is like in the shape of a V, I'm adding a very thin line of glue to each of the leaves on here. I'm going to pick this up with this is my embossing toolkit, reverse tweezer. This is going to be hard to watch, but I'm going to lay this on the side of the box. I'm picking up some of the leafing, and I'm just dabbing it on my piece like this, okay? Now I'm going to gently brush off the excess into my canister here. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. And look what I get. Isn't that pretty? So see, I'm getting more pieces. This one I can just do a simple line on each of the leaves. Again, I'll pick it up with my reverse tweezer from the embossing toolkit. Rub some of the gilded leaf on, whoops, oh, I dropped my whole tweezer in there. There we go. I'm going to brush off the excess. And there's my pretty leaf. Okay, so get rid of my tweezer. I'm going to put this away. And now let's show you some of these beautiful pieces that were created using this technique. So these are all of the happies that I stamped and then just fussy cut. And I did stamp them on the shimmer paper so that they're a little heavier and they have a little bit of shine. Put my glue pen away. Okay, so here's the fine leaf. Love that. We didn't cut one of those out, but again, that one is from, that's this die from the Poppy Moments dies. This one gives you this piece, and then this one gives you, look at all these pieces I have. I love them. Gives us that one. Here's some more that I have die cut with the Coastal Cabana. And these two are the Forever Flourishes dies. And then I stamped a bunch of the planter pots on the Fresh Freesia paper using Orchid Oasis ink, and then took the stamp in Orchid Oasis, and the stamp is that little branch. Let me close this up. This one, and I stamped the flower pot and then added the branches from just the top on there, and then fussy cut them out. And let's show you the cards, because it's like, let's show you the money, because I think these turned out really pretty. So here we go. Here's the first one. And is what I have on here is my arrangement of flowers in the fun little pot. And is where this gold comes from on there is I just took a strip of our tear and tape, put that across the top of the pot, and then brushed on the gold leaf. Okay. I used Pool Party ribbon, which actually coordinates very well, and then stamped the To an Incredible Woman with Coastal Cabana. And do you see these little square sparklies? Those came from the Saying Thanks kit. They were leftovers. So pop those on. And then, of course, this beautiful 3D die, or embossing folder, I should say. Love that. Here's another one. Let me think about this for a minute. I want to say that on the back of here, if you look, they'll always give you some alternates to look at. This one, I wasn't so inspired by this picture, but I'll show you a couple that I was. So I saw this one right here, and I was like, oh gosh, that's pretty. So is what I did is I cut a piece of 3 3/4 by 5. I took my blending brush and just softly blended on some polished pink with a blender brush. Put my pieces on here, wrapped it with the linen thread and tied a bow. And then this is part of the die set that's called, and of course I put it back, but it's called Brushed Shapes. And it looks like this. So there's circles, there's like squigglies, there's hearts. And this will be the reverse of what I have on the card. But so you get this circle like this. And then there's another piece that comes, the center comes out of that, which I did save it because I think I can stamp with a Versamark. I know I can on here, and I can white emboss, but this fits right, well, you have to have it going the right way. There you go. So it fits right in there like that. And so I can do the same thing, but just the reverse with the white and then white embossed lettering on there. But I thought that looked really pretty. And then do you see these little sparkles? Oh, you guys, let me grab them here. I have them in my tote, or I thought I had them in my tote. Where did I put them? Oh, no. Well, I don't know. I had them sitting right here. They're one of the embellishments. Let's see if it got mixed in with this stuff. Nope. Well, they were really pretty. No. Anyway, they are the faceted gems that are in the, oh, here they are. Look at the opaque adhesive back gems. And they're this deep purple, kind of the pinky color, fresh freesia, and white. And I thought that they were the perfect addition to that card. So there's one alternative, two alternatives, and now this one was totally inspired by the suggestion here. And you'll see parts of it are very similar, but yet parts of it are very different. So is what I did is I stamped on crumb cake. I used Versamark with the leafy branch, and then I stamped Orchid Oasis. I stamped off and then onto my card to give that very transparent Orchid Oasis. I decal cut the shimmer paper. I stamped the pot in soft suede, and I used the aqua painters, the water painters, to move the ink out from the edges of my pot, a double bow with the linen thread, and then just watercolored the lilies. And I did color them very similar to what they have going on there. I used Orchid Oasis, polished pink, and then a little bit of fresh freesia. And the leaves are with shaded spruce. Oops, look at, I was playing with ink today. Inky fingers are a good thing, right? All right, so there's that alternative. Loved it. Perfect Mother's Day card, right? All right, you guys, that wraps it up for today. Here's the three alternatives. Here's the three originals done as per the instructions. And you can see I have lots of stuff die cut and ready to make more alternatives. So stay tuned. I'll be posting those. And to my paper pumpkin peeps, I'll see you on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. All right, until then, bye for now.